Good morning, all you awesome people who like to eat healthy foods so you can have your energy throughout the day. We're going to show you how to make green eggs and mushrooms that I eat on the regular because it's fast, healthy, and delicious. And here are the ingredients I'll be using. For those of you who are unfamiliar, that's my Super Greens freeze dried powder made right here on our farm. Link in the comments if that strikes your fancy. Here we're adding butter because butter flows through my veins. I didn't actually measure that out. That might be like almost like 3 tablespoons. But I'm just going to flop it in my cast iron pan here and we're going to lube it up. I'm going to dump in my mushrooms. I use about half a cup. I mean, that's not exact. I just kind of did it for this demonstration purposes. But yeah, we're going to lube that up in the butter because butter makes the world go round. And normally I do use fresh mushrooms, but I did forget to pick them up at the store this week, so I had to use some of my frozen mushrooms, which that actually hindered this from being like a super quick breakfast. I mean, it's still a super quick breakfast, it just took a little bit longer. So now I'm realizing, yeah, way too much butter because waste not, want not. We're going to keep that for later. Oh, cut up those mushrooms. And this usually with fresh mushrooms is way easier. So I had to edit out some of the choppy chopping there. Oh, so now those are pretty much cooked. And this is optional, but you can salt and pepper your stuff. I recommend it. And if you're not grinding your own pepper, you need to get with it. It's better and it's delicious. And then I'm going to add some salt. This is optional. Like I always put a little in there, and it helps draw out a little bit of the moisture in the mushrooms as well. We're going to stir that. Nothing super fancy. Stir, stir, stir. Cut up some mushrooms again, once again. I'm not a big fan of the texture of mushrooms, so like I like to make sure they're nice and small. But of course, you can however you want to. All right, so we're going to get into the meat and potatoes. I am now starting to put my Broxen dust on here. You can always use fresh, but it's the middle of the winter and we don't have a lot of fresh greens around here. So I'm just putting a tablespoon. So a tablespoon of this Broxen dust is the equivalent of 1 cup fresh. So with the mushrooms, we got 1.5 cups of vegetables going into our breakfast. Is that not a good start to the day? It is for me anyway. Anyway, these are our eggs. These 3 eggs. I wanted 4, but I don't want you to think I was a pig. And we're gonna scramble these things, mix it all in together. And I'm gonna turn down my cast iron, which I realized I probably should have did that earlier. My husband is going to kill me. He's like the cast iron Nazi. Love you. Anyway, it's scrambled now. Get it scrambled to your liking, and then you're just gonna flop it on your plate. Flop. And then one day, watch out, cast iron is hot. I'm just going to use my hoodie sleeve here. One day I will make a little sleeve for that. We'll see if that happens. And just flop that on your plate. And this is 100% optional, but while I fumble around with this container, it's nutritional yeast. Oh my gosh, I love it. I just dump it on there. Why not get some more B vitamins in there and add a nice cheesy nutty flavor? Well, here it is. If you like this kind of content, remember to like and subscribe. Now I'm going to go eat before my eggs get cold. Toodles!